Hello my friend, how are you? It's Tim Shurr here, author of the book Get Out of Your Way, and today I want to share a strategy that will help you to get people to like you more, to increase your charm factor so that you come across more charismatically, so that you're able to connect with people more effectively. And it doesn't matter if you have just 10 or 20 seconds with them riding an elevator up to your office, or where you get your 10 seconds to give them that elevator pitch, or you're at home connecting with your spouse or with your kids, or you're at the office with your coworkers or with customers in their home, or even over the phone. This is a very powerful tool. In fact, I think this is the #1 way to connect with other people and really get them to like you. And the secret is to like them first, right? People like those who like them. And so if you want to get people to like you, do this one thing. Really make it about them. Be others focused. I watch people communicate a lot, and usually what you have is two people talking about themselves. So you got two talking heads talking about themselves and what's going on, instead of really learning from each other. So if you want someone to like you, get interested in them. Get interested in what they have to say. Get interested in how they feel. Get interested in what they're thinking, and don't judge them, right? Make it a judge-free zone. Now, humans instinctively walk around judging everything, right? We judge other people, we judge situations, we're sizing things up all the time. And if you can, on purpose, intentionally, focus on not judging people and just be accepting and open and curious to understand what makes them who they are, then it will go a long way towards them wanting to know a little bit more about you as well. So I always use the idea of seek first to understand, then be understood. So if I didn't know you before, I would come up to you and I'd say, hi, how you doing? What's going on in your life? What's something that you've been working on that brings you joy? Where do you like to go for vacation? What do you think about the things that are going on in the world? And I just ask some questions that get them to go inside and think about it. And then whatever they say, I keep going with that question. Right? So if they give me an answer, then I ask them another question about that answer. And I kind of take it down the rabbit hole. Most people don't do that. Most people, they ask a question and then they just kind of go on to something else, or they ask a question that's about some other topic. So you never dive deep enough to get people to really tell you what's going on inside of them. I got a couple great strategies that I'll share in other videos for how to get to what someone really cares about, what they value most, with just a couple of quick questions. But that's for another time. For now, I want you to just have the intention of getting to know the person in front of you and get to like them, right? Get interested in them. Get curious about them. Figure out what it is that they like. Figure out what experiences they've been through. Everybody's been through experiences, and it's amazing. You'll talk to people, everyone has a story. And when you talk to people, you'll discover that the people around you are kind of amazing, right? We've all been through different experiences, and some of them can be really fascinating, some can be interesting, some can be bizarre, right? Or a little strange, and that's okay too. So the more you get to know people and the more you make it about them and not about you, but just make it about them, then the more they will start to feel this connection with you. I've had conversations with people where I said like 2 words, but I got them talking. And afterwards, we'd talk for like 20 minutes or more. They would talk and I would listen intentionally. I would really focus on them and then ask them more questions and then try to understand why they think the way that they do and why they feel the way they do, why they behave the way they do, and without judging, just really out of curiosity. And by the end of those conversations, they'd be like, wow, this is the best conversation I've ever had. And I never even really said anything. I just kept asking questions and then let them go. Because the research shows that people enjoy talking about themselves more than they even enjoy eating or having money, if you can believe that. Eating food and having money are 2 things that human beings really love to have and love to do. But people love to talk about themselves even more. And so as you get into connecting with them, then it's going to make a big difference. So let me tell you a quick story. There was this woman and she had this high-paying job and she had to find the right person. She had narrowed it down to 2 candidates. two gentlemen that she was going to meet. So she invited them both to a dinner party, and she sat down with the first gentleman and she asked him about himself, and he started telling her all about the adventures he had had and where he had worked and what he had accomplished and what degrees he had and all the neat experiences that he had been through. And by the end of the conversation, she was pretty convinced that he was one of the most fascinating people that she had ever met. And then later on, she had a conversation with the second person, and she asked him the same question, tell about himself and the experiences that he had, and he would share some experiences, and then he started asking her about her experiences and how she got to the position that she was at and what got her into the business and what got her into that company and what she liked most about doing the things that she did and the experiences that she had. And she was having all these ideas come up and all these memories, and she was sharing all kinds of stuff about herself. And by the end of the conversation, she was pretty convinced that she was one of the most amazing people she had ever met. Who do you think she hired? Right? She hired the second guy because he made her feel special. He made her feel amazing. He made her feel interesting. And because she felt that level of joy connected to herself, she associated that level of joy to this person and hired him. Right? Who would you want to hang around? Someone who always talks about themselves or someone who's interested in you? So you be that person, and if you really focus on being others focused, if you really get curious about them, it's going to dramatically increase your charm factor, because most people aren't doing this, so it's going to cause you to stand out. So make sure you do that. If you want some more tips on how to boost your relationships and how to create more charisma or how to increase your sales through relationships, then check on the link below and get a copy of my ebook. You can get it for free for a limited time, and it will teach you 5 more strategies for how to increase your charm factor and how to increase your sales as well. So click on that link below. If you like this video, please like it and share it and send it around so that others can benefit as well. And use it today. Start using it today. Put this into action. Seeds are no good if you don't get them in the ground. So start planting these seeds, and let's make your charisma a sure success. Talk to you soon.